everybody, hope your day is going great, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a tutorial / tour / guide of my new custom FNAF map. Now, there are 3 things I need to get out of the way before we get into this. Number 1, this map needs 2 players as the security guards in order to make it work, and there are a total of 6 animatronics, so 8 players if you want everybody. Number 2, this map is on Bedrock Edition only. And number 3 is this map does not work fully functionally on its own. There are not armor stands or mobs that run around, but if this map gets good reviews and it does well, I can make it just like that for you. Now, one more thing before we go is I want to give a huge thank you and credit to Dan or Caveman Films. He gave me permission to use his sort of build design from his Five Nights at Freddy's series. So yeah, thank you so much. Anyways, let's get into the video. Now, when you first spawn in the map, you'll notice you'll be in this room with 6 different animatronics. This is Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, Foxy, Bubba, and Pork Patch. Bubba and Pork Patch are 2 animatronics from FNAF World that fit this build perfectly. Anyways, you'll see a chest below each of them, and it'll have their suits and armor in them that you can wear. And don't worry, the items come back. You have infinite. So you can put these on, and you can become them now. Another thing that is very important is if you're playing Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, or Foxy, they will each have a different item in their chest that Bubba and Pork Patch do not have. And this item is dyed, depending on their color, and it says must have in hotbar, which you must have it in your hotbar. The reason for this is just to make sure that the map works a little better, and we'll get into that later. Next up, you will see this help chest and exit to build button. These are just in the help chest, well, to help you. Blue office finder will point to the blue office, and the green office finder will point to the green office. On the other end, you might have stumbled over here first, you will see a green office guard button and a blue office guard. It also says only one, as there can only be one of them. Otherwise, the map will probably glitch out and maybe break. So the first thing I suggest, even if you haven't pressed either of these buttons, is stepping on this pressure plate to reset all. That'll get rid of the blue office and the green office guard. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to be doing the green office guard first. They both have different mechanics and different things in their offices that allow you to do different stuff, and we'll get into that later. And you can see I just pressed that exit to build button, and that brought me to the map. Like I said before, this is inspired by Caveman Films, Century Saloon, Five Nights at Freddy's series. And also, sorry for any background noise that you hear. I don't know what's going on in there. I'll fix that coming up this Christmas. Now I'm just going to quickly play this footage, just so you can get a quick tour of the map. I'm not going into any of the details, as you can explore that yourself. And I'm just going to kind of show you how to get to the security office easily. As you can see, this is the blue security office, and you can tell this by the blue flower. And over here is the green security office, which you can tell by the green sapling. You will notice that I get a blindness effect as soon as I walk in here. That is supposed to happen. If I flick this green switch here, my blindness effect will go away, and these lights will turn on, and they'll start flickering every now and again. That is because in this section, the power is supposed to be out, or a little lower. As you can see on the right, it does have batteries, so make sure to use it wisely. There's also a vent behind you. This vent, animatronics can take, and it will lead into there, and there is no way to stop it. So you do have motion sensing. You will be alerted when somebody walks. Let's see if I can get it. And if you hear that ding, that means that there's motion sensing in somebody's vent. So just be careful. Next up is the camera system. Go ahead, look at this monitor or Wither Skeleton Skull, and right click or left trigger, whatever you would do to open up a chest. It'll instantly bring you to the screen if you're in survival mode, or it should bring you to the screen either way, and it'll tell you how to use the cameras. I'll be explaining it in this video just to make sure you know what's going on. So you'll be teleported to a random location, and if you hold crouch, you will be able to shift and change the cameras. It might not work for a good second or two. That's just to make sure that the map doesn't break. So just hold it until you change cameras. And whenever you want to leave, you will notice there's a barrier in your last slot of your inventory. Go ahead, hold that out, and it'll bring you right back. It'll also save which camera you were on. Next up, you will see these filing cabinets and buttons. One of these buttons will be different. Go ahead, press that button and you will be granted a tripwire hook. You will notice that there are these iron bars that are supposed to be gates. Just go ahead, walk up close to it while holding out your key or tripwire hook, and that'll shut the gate. Go ahead, step on the other end to open it up. The gates also have power, so make sure you don't waste too much of it. Next up, we'll be checking out the blue office, and if I wanted to play as the blue security guard, I would have to go back to the spawn area. Now, how do you do that? You just kind of follow my footage here, or find your way to the kitchen, and you will see this button right here. Go ahead, press that. And you'll be in the freezer, and it'll say back to hub right here. Go ahead, press that, and you're back. I'm going to hit the reset all, and switch to the blue officer. Also, one more thing, in this room, this employees only room, there's an emergency breaker. That does not work. That's just for fun and decoration. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to tell you that you are amazing, and I really like that you're maybe going to download this map, or even if you're just watching this video. If you made it this far, consider hitting the like button and maybe subscribing. This is one of the first videos on this channel, ever. Now, there is a lot going on in the blue office. You will notice that there is a door here and a button on the desk. If you go ahead and press that, it will shut and your door power will start to go down. Go ahead and open it and it will open back up. Next up, you will see this NPC over here called animatronic stab. That stands for animatronic stability. Go ahead, open it as if you were opening a chest, and you can check the animatronic stability. That is why you have to hold the die and the must-have and hotbar item in your inventory if you are playing one of these 4 animatronics. Go ahead, click on it, and it will tell you if they're very stable, stable, unstable, or very unstable. And as that keeps going, they will be granted speed effects and move much quicker throughout the night. If you want to reset it, go ahead, get inside this vent, and just go all the way over here throughout this vent. Heard the motion sensing over there. And you will be in the kitchen. You don't have to take the vent, but I think it's a little quicker. And you'll see this reset stabilization button. Go ahead, press that, and they should be put back to good. Next up are these 2 red glass and blue glass buttons. You will notice on the right side under status, it says temperature. And you can probably guess what this is going to do. If I turn this red one right here, the temperature will start to rise. Now, once it gets above 80 degrees, this vent will be too hot for the animatronics, and a glass block will be put there, and now they cannot get in or out. Now, if it goes over 100 degrees, you will be given like a fatigue effect, and you cannot sprint or see anything until it goes back below 100 degrees. And you can easily make it go down by switching and flicking the blue one. Now, there is a glitch at the time of recording this video. When you first load up the map, your temperature will just rise instantly. I will try to fix that before the end of this recording, and I'll put it in the description if I did. You can see I just went below 80 degrees, and now this is back open. So, good luck looking out for your buddy. The camera systems here work the exact same way, except you can have a different camera angle. Exact same way. Anyways, that is it for the security guards. And now we are going to head on to this main stage. It's very important for you. If you can get up here somehow, you will see these 2 hidden signs and pressure plates. One says start night, must reach 360 seconds, aka 6 minutes, aka 1 minute per hour of the night. And you can also see this reset all power button, so I can reset the power and then I can start the night. just like that. You will see on the right side the timers start to go up, and once it hits 360, it will be 6 a.m. Anyways, this map took me a really long time to build, and if you're watching this video and you made it to the end, I really appreciate it that you're watching me, and I really hope that you download this map. Also, thank you to Caveman Films, and shout out to the creator of the Darkest Night texture pack. Thank you for letting me use it. Please don't copy strike me or do anything like that. I love your texture pack, and it looks great, and I think it's the best FNAF texture pack out there for this build. Thank you so much, and peace. Love y'all.